Hello. I know what you're thinking. Who are you? What am I looking at? My name's Kay, and this is my home gym. Welcome. You guys get to watch me glow up and watch this glow up. My goal is to build our dream home gym. And we have to start by cleaning all of this out. So for one uninterrupted hour today, that's exactly what I'm gonna be doing.
Okay, so full disclosure, when I recorded the cleaning video, I was sick. It was my attempt to feel better because it was really cold in the garage, so I sounded bad then. Wouldn't you know, it's only been like 2 or 3 days and I still don't sound great. Plus, the quality of this mic is not intended for doing voiceovers like this, so sorry if the audio is not beautiful. As time goes on, I do plan on upgrading my equipment a little bit if this takes off. So for now, just please bear with me. Also, I do not plan on making every single one of my videos a yap session. This is just my introduction video. So if you just want to mute it and let it play in the background, that would be cool. If you feel like listening to my little story about little old me, please tag along. Continue watching, whatever. Anyhow, so here is my fitness journey. About 8 or 9 years ago, I was in a very toxic relationship, not only with my partner, but also most of my friends. I don't talk to many of them anymore. But I basically didn't like myself. I don't even think they liked me. Truth be told, don't know why they spent time with me. Maybe because I'm funny, but like, not that funny. Anyhow, so I spent years with these people and I hated myself. I was in college, really just did a number on my health, and I already had chronic health issues, so I had the metabolism of a snail, horrible relationship with food. Oop. And I went up to 180 pounds. Now, for reference, I am 5'4", so 180 pounds of fat is not great on my body. Eventually broke up with my partner. Turns out they were cheating on me. Woo! And I started to, I guess, take control of my own health and wellness because it was exacerbating my chronic illnesses too. Like, it wasn't just for aesthetic purposes. I was digging a hole and I wanted to get out of that hole. So I started working out and I worked out really hard. I mean, I would stretch for I think like 15 minutes before and after every workout. I would spend 45 to 30 minutes actually lifting weights, and then it would be 30 minutes of cardio 45 times a week, and then on my quote quote rest days I would do 60 minutes of cardio. It was intense, and I was in college, so I was eating basically nothing. Was this the way to do it? No. Did I know what I was doing? Also no. But I did. I lost the weight. I went down to about 140 pounds, which is still heavy for me. I think my original lowest weight was 125 pounds, and that looked okay. I wasn't ripped or anything because I was young, so I didn't have any muscle on me. But 140 also isn't bad. I think if you look at the BMI chart that everybody hates, 140 is technically a healthy weight, and since I had muscle, I was doing okay. Just nutritionally was doing really poor. So I got to that weight. That was 2019. And then I tried to do a fitness account on Instagram that I actually wasn't bad at, but I was so scared of what the public would think of me. So I didn't post consistently. I only posted pictures. I tried really hard to mesh with like the cutesy wootsy girls that are doing the cute stuff and have all these nice inspirational captions and wear all the name brands. That just isn't really authentic to me. But I tried and I found it really cringy naturally because I wasn't doing a good job because it wasn't authentic to me. So once Instagram changed to video to compete with TikTok, I was like, yeah, no, I can't do this. And so I stopped. And I started a whole new spiral of just absolutely hating myself. There was other stuff going on. I still had really, really toxic friends at the time who now I no longer talk to. But they were lingering from the beginning of my story. It was the same set of friends. So they just were not making me feel good about myself. They were those people that thrive on putting their other friends down to make them look better, and it worked. I was put down and I felt really terrible and basically restarted my horrible relationship with food. So I was still working out, eating really poorly. I didn't gain a ton of weight until other parts of my life also got a little negative and I stopped working out consistently. I thought, you know what? Why am I doing this? One, it's expensive. I was doing, like pre-workout supplements, creatine, protein powder. I had gym memberships. We were traveling for work, so I had to find new gyms all the time. And I was trying to do like food content just to get back into making content about health and wellness, and it just was a lot. And so instead of trying to figure out what was a problem, which, spoiler alert, was me and my thought processes, I just stopped and I deleted everything and I stopped doing the supplements, which is fine for me specifically, and I stopped really going to the gym. We ended up not traveling anymore. That was taking a huge toll on me. So this was like 3 or 4 years ago. 3 years ago, I think. And we bought a house in a whole new state. We bought a house in a different state than the one we were living in, and it has 2 gyms that are close by. I think there's 4, but I only tried 2, and they have really bad crackhead energy. And I don't mean like these people are snorting pre-workout in the locker room and they're working really hard. No, like I mean people are out in the streets doing drugs and then they come into the gym and do really uncomfortable stuff. And at one of the gyms, I was actually told to not go by myself, by just a random person. And it's right next to a grocery store. My sister-in-law was told to never go to that grocery store alone as well. Like, they're literally touching each other, the buildings. So that area just is not safe. And I didn't feel safe, and I didn't want to go anymore. So my current boyfriend and I bought this, like, Facebook marketplace equipment setup that you're seeing here in this video, and it's doing okay. It's doing okay. I became more consistent, I think. I stopped going to these gyms because it just wasn't worth my time. The drive was not bad. It's only, I think, like 5-10 minutes away from me. 15 minutes maybe. So the drive wasn't bad, but it just wasn't worth it. And one of them's a Planet Fitness, which I don't hate on Planet Fitness too much because that's where I started, but it just was like all around not good. So this is where we're at now. And I did naturally gain weight again. So I went back up to about 180. And I did lose a lot of weight, and I thought I was doing a really good job. And then I saw a picture of my back that my sister-in-law took of me. And this was September. And I was like, ruh, I'm obese. And so I locked in, and I am happy to report that I am down 30 pounds. 30 pounds since starting last year. So this isn't since September. This is just generally since last year. I think in Banff, I was maybe like 160, high 160s. But like I said, my frame is very short. So even though that's not a lot of difference, it looks like it on me. And on top of that, I changed, like I exchanged the fat for muscle in a way too. So it just looks a lot different. But we're starting in the 150s. And here's some of my goals. So goal number 1, I want to get down to 145. Goal number 2 is to get abs by the summertime, and I am going to do that by generally just eating better. Goal number 3, reach my calorie and protein goal by just eating food, no supplements. Goal number 4, 5 is to be able to do things like pull-ups, push-ups, and tricep dips. If you saw earlier, I tried tricep dips, really bad at them. But anyhow, this will be the end of my yap session. Thank you very much if you made it this far. I feel like I could count on one hand how many people are actually this far in the video. But not all of them will be this way. There will be like actual health content. And yeah, just I guess follow along, and I'll see you in the next one. I hope you enjoy the after results of this here garage.